A simple name and a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand. Now we get to see who will use it. On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee
continues to fight for yards. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. Crimson Tide dominated the last time they saw the ball, blowing out Tennessee.
Man, Reese, it was roll, tide, roll as soon as they got off the bus. David, they were bigger, they were stronger and faster, and it showed up on the scoreboard.
Oh, and Tennessee hasn't forgotten about it. You've had a year to stew on it and do something about it because you had a lot of mistakes a year ago.
Throwing, Mack. The short hands, it's Rodgers. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Now here's Mack. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The run inside. It's Hill. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Could be an alley. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting a run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect. But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Quick completion on the out. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Give to the single back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the give off the left side. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throws to the wideout. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. absolute shank. Missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
Wants to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pulls and fires complete. He's out past the 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Myers on the move. Connection to the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, what you know about Josh Heupel in this offense is they're explosive, and they always seem to have a dude outside of wide receiver. They normally have multiple guys like that. You obviously lose Chris Brazzell, a big-time playmaker.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it down the field. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Bishop. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Volunteers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Volunteers! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll go play action with Mack. Floating away. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Austin Mack. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Complete downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. On the ground, it's Hill. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Rivalries are the lifeblood of college football, and here are a few of the things that make this one special. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Right back to it. Turns it on in midfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Using the quick game. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Going to the running game. Here's a little room there. Smacks it with the stiff arm. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position.
Turning it on. Powers through. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And the Vols in the hurry-up.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Smashes through the tackle. To the house. Touchdown ball.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast. You can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. They make the stop and a nifty move to pick up 9 on that one. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Right back to him on the ground. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Throwing Mack. Quick strike complete. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. The way this guy is rolling for the Tide and ripping off chunks of yardage, reminiscent of Eddie Lacy or real old school from the wishbone days, Wilbur Jackson.
And when you run it like this, it's hard to argue with people saying, hey, let's throw the...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The extra point here would tie the game.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Bishop. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Vols line up to punt it away.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Austin Mack fires to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final. Looking for more room. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Volunteers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Makes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Across the 45. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. They'll go play action with Mack. Here's the pressure. And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Mack. Going for 6. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half, and there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Coverage team dare to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with Colorado taking on the number 8 team, the Utah Utes.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll go back to work on offense. Give to the back. Drag down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The run inside. It's Hill. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mack. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Now here's Mack. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on fourth. They'll go play action with Mack. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Defense might bring the house here. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Gets rid of it. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's involved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Austin Mack fires to the middle, and it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
We got a close game here in the 3rd quarter, and you're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up a touchdown. This drive, though, they've now forced a 3-and-out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with more confidence.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Gives it on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Working that left side now. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle.
There's a crease. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown ball. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Football time in Tennessee is all Big Orange right now as the Vols have built a big lead.
And you can hear the Tennessee fans, and they're yelling Rocky Top at the top of their lungs. Tennessee's got it going. Jesse, later in the game, 2nd half, this is right where they wanted to be.
I just think momentum's a real thing, and they've been able to ride that momentum here in the 2nd half. When plays have presented themselves, they've taken advantage of those opportunities, and that's why Rocky Top is pulling away.
They'll go play action with Mack. Throws to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Linebackers have tough jobs, right? Their first responsibility is to stuff the run. But you can see he does a really good job seeing pass, getting back into his cover 2 drop, breaking on the football, and making the interception.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Volunteers have moved it inside the 20. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got the quick pass. Runs through a tackle. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscles. Running inside, it's Bishop. Stumbled to the ground. He now has 84 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the route is on. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Mack going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Unloads it left. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Hauls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 3rd and 4. The run inside. It's Bishop. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Defense jumped too soon. They'll get him for the penalty, and now they don't have to try the field goal here. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Vols have it with a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go. Ready, go.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Push down for the tackle. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He splits the uprights. and they'll push that lead out a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like...
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. Throwing Mack. Quick completion on the out route. And tackled there by the defense. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Mack. He's got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Motion from the wide receiver. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. Free yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. They'll go play action with Mack. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Volunteer. The defense putting points on the board.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Tight end now in motion. Makes the grab in their space. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. Go. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Austin Mack fires to the wideout. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on 1st down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires toward the end zone. And it's his 4th interception of the game.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. This is a designed run. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Gets the back moving. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll go play action with Mack. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. Unleashes one deep. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Tonight it's Tennessee who will celebrate its victory